The Anna Lee Waters was even bigger upset because it's her first loss of the day, and we're going to talk about why that lady is standing on the court in just 1 second. So Salome Devidze has requested line judges. So the Stormtroopers have marched their way in here, and we have a bevy of referees out here to call the lines. These two have had some history with this, so we're going to put it out there right from the get-go that we've got extra people helping call lines.
Great baseline work from Devidze. What a get from Jansen.
Still running.
Almost got there. So remind us, Dave, how this works with the line judges and the calls and the challenges.
Yeah, so you have to go through the referee to get to the, but you can challenge, and then you've got another set of eyes that's looking at it. A lot of the times the players get frustrated because they ask the head referee. They're watching the feet at the kitchen line, often don't see a ball that is hit past a player, especially in singles. So in this case, we got lots of eyeballs on the 20 by 44 right here. And again, this doesn't mean they're calling the lines, though, and I want to make sure that that is understood, that the players are still calling the lines. They are there for an appeal, not to just call the line straight up like old school tennis before Hawkeye. That is not the case here.
Great clarification there. Jansen with a chance to tie it goes into the net. Onisha Smith, Diana Anderson, and Howard Hepworth are our referee crews for this one. So you will have the line judges to their advantage in this one. A lot of opinions to work through, though.
Yes. Yeah, and if the points are played from the baseline, Devidze will be ahead, and if Lea can get to the net, that's where her magic will happen. Lea's worked hard because she knew she can't lose all of the baseline rallies, so she's worked very hard on that part of her game, but she wants to come forward and put the pressure on from the kitchen line.
What's the best way to come forward against a baseline grinder like Salome?
Hit a big serve and get a shorter return so you can do that.
Point. That was out. Yes, ma'am.
And there you see right there the process. Lea called it out. Howard was asked. Then Salome took it to the next step. And can you please ask the lines person on that line? So that's going to happen in this match. It's just the way this matchup works.
Point.
And Lea is surviving that, but you can see the pace that Salome's hitting at versus like an old school groundy, you know, fest at the French Open, which is going on right now. A lot of topspin, a lot of depth in that. Salome would love for that to be the point construction throughout.
Inside out.
Play inside out for Salome Devidze. Originally from the country Georgia, where she grew up playing tennis, starting at the age of 5. Strong pro career as well.
Yeah, just remarkable pro career, and then found pickleball kind of later than some of these other youngsters coming off the, you know, college campuses, and has been quite a demon in singles, has played terrific. And the reverse is true for Salome. Salome knew to beat the best players, she can't just sit back when she hits a good groundie in the corner like that. She can't let them off the hook by having to hit another one, come forward and make that first volley. So interesting, you know, matchups make a fight, as they love to say in boxing, and that's certainly the case here.
2-2. Side out.
And a big part of the singles game is going for your serve. So a missed serve here or there should be in the budget as you walk out there, because you want to try and force that shorter return and take advantage of that possibility.
That's out from Lea Jansen. Confident call.
Yeah, and there'll be plenty of that in this. And the thing that players have been able to beat Salome with is shorter volleys, making her move up into the court, not side to side. So we'll be looking for that here as well.
3-2. Side out.
And the net goes Jansen. This is a rematch of the bronze medal match we saw in Atlanta, where Salome Devidze won it in 3 over Lea Jansen. Got the pickle in game 1, 11-0. The third was 11-7, a bit closer, but Salome Devidze, she has captured gold this season as well as Lea Jansen back in March in the indoor facility there in Minnesota. Jansen leads the series, though. Oh, too good from Jansen.
And there you see the foot speed advantage that Lea has over Salome, because Salome is like, man, I got this. And look at the anticipation. And for somebody to retire from singles, we are so happy to have Lea Jansen back. She got the win, as you mentioned, down in Austin. So to come all the way back and win a title is something else, and she's got a chance to get another one here today.
Side out. Two, 3. Point.
Interesting. Lea sort of looked over at the crowd there after a very rough swing and almost a miss. Barely got a paddle on that. A lot of forehands cross court have been the thing here, and Lea would much rather hit a forehand from the baseline than the backhand.
Three, 3.
And I love what Lea is doing. She is giving up pace for spin and depth, which gives her time to get to the kitchen line and also keeps Devidze back with the spin and the bounce. This is a nice strategy from her so far.
3, 3. Side out. Three, 3. Point. Timeout receiver.
This return and a prompt timeout call by Lea Jansen as Salome Devidze recovers a 1-point lead.
3, 4. Side out.
You heard Lea get mad at herself there, put the volley away. She was in great position to make the first one, or at least push Devidze back so she didn't have a good cut at the next volley. And with somebody who passes so well on both sides, you cannot miss those opportunities.
Yeah, Devidze, too, in that win over Emily Waters in the semifinals, collapsed in the middle of it with a cramping issue, too, just a testament to how long that day was for all players involved.
Point.
Yeah, so if I'm Devidze, I see some forehand frustration here from Lea Jansen. So I would continue to see if she's struggling with that, because if an opponent can't make one of their better shots, that is wonderful news.
Point.
Second volley of the day is another good one, and what an approach right in the corner pocket for Devidze.
Six, 3. Point, timeout receiver,
Boy, another
7-3.
fast timeout on a missed return on the forehand side, and her better wing is betraying her right now, Michelle.
Coverage. Fastest growing sport in America, the numbers show it.
Side out.
I think
Yeah.
Salome
You did not make
just
a call
said,
before you hit the ball.
I think it was
I
out.
did not see that.
Lea Jansen
Here we go.
saying you
Here we
cannot
go.
say that you think it was out. Howard Hepworth reminding Devidze how to utilize the line judges.
Well, she's not the one to use the line judges here, though. She's got to make a call or
Right.
not. It would be Lea to use the line judges if she didn't like the call that was made. But if your call is, I think it was out, guess what? It's in.
Yep.
Okay? Like, we can't be guessing.
3-7. Point.
Beautiful shot. And again, you don't want to feed it all the way back to the baseline, so a little less pace, make her have to cover both north and south and east-west. That's a nice shot from Lea.
4-7. Side out.
Another missed forehand, and Lea is frustrated with herself.
7-4.
Wow, too good from Devidze on the pass.
Yeah, that's really tough to hit a backhand up the line to beat the reach of Lea Jansen. You have to have that ball headed for an inch inside the line, and that is exactly where that was headed. And I love Devidze when she is passing. She gets on that front foot as she did right there and really drives through it.
8-4.
And that helps guide the ball, too. It's not just the swing path. It's the setup and the feet. So well done by Salome.
Point.
And this is a forehand miss soliloquy here for Lea Jansen.
Nine, 4.
Oh my, she had Lea leaning the wrong way, but missed it.
Four, 9.
Wow. There's Lea Jansen at the kitchen, exactly to your point.
Yeah, and Salome is like, you know what, I'm going to trick her. I'm going to go back where she was, and Lea didn't move.
5, 9.
On the row, and was Salome Devidze, well played by Lea Jansen.
And that all goes back to the first volley made Salome hit a
Timeout
ball
receiver,
off
6-9.
balance, so she could not drive through it. And why don't I get to play on center? Because you're not winning.
6-9.
It's that simple.
Point.
It's a great point.
Man, an aggressive serve she got.
Referee timeout. You had a challenge that the ball was out before she returned it into the net.
Oh, and
After
Hepworth has
review, the
the
ball
ruling.
was in before the player returned it. Challenge is lost, a timeout is lost. She has no timeouts remaining. No timeouts remaining. We resume play at 7-9.
So guess what? No more video challenges. That doesn't mean you can't appeal to the line judges we have, though, still, but we will not go to video anymore with 2 timeouts lost on both sides now. Wow. Lea Jansen hangs in there on a ball off the tape. So many people spaz on that, Michelle, because you were expecting a ball with pace, and she bunts it right inside the line. Well done.
Lea Jansen had an epic final with Annalie Waters here last year.
It was maybe the best singles match ever.
And how about this comeback? Big hole for Jansen to climb out of in game 1.
So smart.
Jansen ties it.
So smart with the short volley there, but with her forehand back, I mean, you see how she's shaped that ball. She's been using that so well, and then just for about 8 minutes there, she sort of lost the swing path of the forehand. Appears to be back.
She was down 9-4 in this game 1.
Side out.
The run will end there. 5 straight points for Lea Jansen.
Yeah, and Lea had a chance to come in right out of the gate on the 3rd ball and stayed back and paid the price there. Salome very aggressive. So you got to just tell yourself, hey, it's 9-9. I get 2 points. I'm out the door. I don't care about their comeback. That's what has to go through her mind.
Point.
Oh, my.
Game point.
Game point for Salome Devidze. Lea Jansen came all the way back from 9-4. This would be a deflating loss after that kind of comeback here in game 1. See how she responds on this return.
So smart. So smart. Why hit it back to her and let her try and pass you? Forward movement not there. Just drop it. In the moment, that is sometimes hard to do because you're like, oh, it's sitting up. I want to kill it. So nice control and at a huge moment.
A chance to tie it for Jansen. Oh, no, she hit an out ball. That's well wide. Game point number 2 for Salome Devidze. Looking to complete the Cinderella story.
Game point.
I mean, that's a foot wide at least.
10-9. Side out.
Deep approach, short angle volley. Thank you very much. I would like the ball back.
There you go, Dylan.
9-10.
Oh, my.
Side out.
I mean, these are just unforced errors, and a horror movie broke out there for a second. Just can't imagine that the forehand is just not trustworthy.
10-9.
Wide for Lea. Good pressure from Devidze, who takes the first. 11-9.
End of the game showed you all you needed to know about that.
Side out.
And you saw, I love that Devidze picks different spots, and this is another great thing for people watching at home. Don't serve from the same spot every time. You can shape that. You can get more angle away if you want to pull your opponent off the court.
Side out. Zero, zero.
Wide for Devidze. Baseline pressure from Lea Jansen that time on the kitchen close for Devidze.
Yeah, and off balance, reaching with the two-handed backhand there. So that's probably a better ball with a one-handed backhand volley.
Side out. I side out. Yes, ma'am. It was out. Mary.
Challenges across the way on whether that serve was out. It was indeed.
Zero, zero.
What a play from Lea Jansen. The kitchen battle is hers.
That's a couple times that Devidze has had open court and gone back to where Leo did not vacate and paid the price. Look at Howard Hepworth working so hard, getting the ball, finding it underneath there, throwing it back in play. Thank you, sir. Thanks to all these referees. It is hot out there, and they're fully cloaked.
Big play for Lea Jansen.
There's the movement advantage that she has there to be able to track down this ball off the tape there and do something with it. That was nice.
1-0.
Wide for Devidze. Jansen on top by 2.
It's a couple of two-handed backhand volleys. That one she was in much better position on to make. And when you are that far ahead in a rally, you don't need to hit a winner on that one. Make them run over there again, and then it is over. So went for just a little too much.
2-0.
Too good. 3 straight for Lea Jansen. And good news for the St. Louis Shock, as you mentioned, they're a team to beat at the premier level in Major League Pickleball.
And while we're on that, the Dallas Flash are doing a big event here in Dallas tomorrow night. So they're going to be playing the Orlando Squeeze. John Isner's jumping in to play in that tomorrow night.
Heck
yes.
Yeah.
So
for whose team?
He is, of course, he has to play for Dallas. So, so he's jumping into that. Let me confirm that he's playing for. He should play for Dallas. I've got that answer.
Big response for Devidze. Opens up the scoring in the second game.
So I like that we have these friendlies, if you will, going on for the teams to, you need to find that chemistry as a Major League Pickleball team.
And build your fan base too, in all these cities that will be going to the DC Pickleball team, the upcoming host. Dallas will host the playoffs in November on the heels of
Yes, the first round and then the finals down in Orlando, absolutely. And Isner is, of course, playing for Dallas.
confirmed.
Just beautiful, relentless baseline pressure from Devidze right there.
Waited for her opening to close to the kitchen. Got the short baseline response from Lea Jansen. Temperature still climbing on Humana Championship Court. It's been high 80s all day long.
And again, shorter, it's risky, but if you hit it with that much angle and that short with spin going away, that's a ball that Devidze is not going to be able to track down. So it's hard to hit that consistently.
Three, two.
Man, what a
whips it to the corner.
After the lob, that was pretty. So that's a technique a lot of tennis players would use when someone's coming forward, and you have more room to lob and throw a topspin offensive lob in there. That was nice from Salome.
2-3. Side out.
Great point for Lea Jansen. Hey, Keaton Maynard, one of our hardest working crew members for the Carvana PPA Tour, watching some pickleball on this fine Sunday afternoon.
Best mustache in all of pickleball. And sitting there, Maynard Nation. Lovely couple.
Point. Stephanie. Point.
See, look at that. Ball was out, Stephanie says, and we're moving on.
She could still challenge it if she wanted to. Devidze opts not to challenge.
4-2.
I mean, if you have someone staring
Right.
down the line, like, come on. But true, she could.
Side out. Two, four. Side out.
And you hear Mike Wolf saying, push yourself. So it is great as a singles player to have somebody else in your corner with positivity, especially you've seen Lea riding the wave of emotions in this match.
Point.
Call was long. Devidze will look to
Stephanie.
Stephanie again for the confirmation.
Call stands.
And she gave the X, which means she couldn't
Yeah,
see
no, she said out.
Oh, she said out.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Sorry.
That was her. No, that was her hand motion for.
Got it.
Well, Stephanie, you're getting.
Keep that in mind for the challengers. Howard.
And keep an eye on Lea.
After review, the call's overturned. The ball was in. One timeout remaining. Two timeouts remaining. We resume play at 2-4.
It was a good challenge for Devidze. That ball was clear in.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder the one that was called out a moment before that one too, if you're maybe lingering in the mind of Salome as well. We didn't get a chance to get a closer look at it, but we'll continue to keep our eye on that baseline.
She used everything in her power. We just want to get the call right, and that was clearly it there. What a forehand. So that's the Lea Jansen weapon. So when it is wonky like it was in game one, and then that just, it goes through your whole game, Michelle. So that's the shot that if she makes, she knows she can win this match.
4-2. Side out.
Salome hesitant to come in there and live to tell about it as Jansen's backhand finds the tape.
Big play for Devidze from the kitchen. Pulls within one.
Made it harder on herself by, again, hitting it back to where Lea is hanging out. It's a good stab from Lea, but the wide open court, she got there, so it worked out just fine.
Three, four. Side out
for Devidze.
So an interesting choice from her to drop the backhand, because she knows that that is going to favor Lea immediately, because Lea is going to push her onto the run there. So she had a shorter ball to maybe find an angle.
Point.
Some of these singles matches are played at a rapid pace. Catherine Parento and Annalie Waters, when it's going well, it is fast. This is a snail's pace from both players, and the heat and humidity have a big part in that as well.
Side out. Three, five.
Big play for Jansen on the angle.
And I love that high backhand volley. That was tough to be able to push that deep into the court. That is nice from Lea. That is a tough shot right there.
5-3.
Clean pass, Lea Jansen up 3.
Yeah, she's probably like, where in the world was that in game number 1 here?
Takes 3.
So good on the move for Salome Devidze. When she is running parallel with the baseline, she can put the ball literally anywhere.
Three, 6. Point.
First missed return of game 2 for Lea Jansen.
4-6.
Play for Salome Devidze to the corner, and
5-6.
Wow, Devidze gets away with that. She was a hair late coming in behind an unbelievable third, and then saw it sitting there, but it's like, oh, wait, I should do something, and still got the benefit.
6-6.
So smart. Against Annalie Waters or Catherine Parento, who moves so well forward, you're going to eat that every time, but you're not playing them. It doesn't have to be a great drop volley. Make her run forward. Smart from Lea.
6-6. Point.
And Jansen back on top by 1.
Seven, 6. Side out.
Tough miss on the serve there. So Devidze down just 1 with the ball. Can she find 2 or 3 in a row here? It all starts off the serve.
Devidze with a chance to tie it at 7. Wide for Jansen. Devidze ties it.
And an aborted forward movement there from Salome. She hit a short return and was like, wait a minute, I do not want this approach shot to be the reason, and gets a misfire from the forehand wing again from Lea.
Side out.
Same pattern again, though. That's going right back where the first pass was hit. So Lea would have easily made that volley.
7. 7, 7. Point.
Lead back on the side of Lea Jansen. Closing stretch, 3 points away from forcing a third deciding game.
8-7.
This championship series. Salome Devidze, she's a feisty opponent.
She is indeed, and she will accept all of the forehand mistakes that continue to populate this match.
Seven, 8. Side out. Eight. Eight, 7.
Wow, what a scamper from Lea Jansen, back and forth, and again, the two-handed backhand volley from Devidze pushes wide as she doesn't get the left hand through the contact point. Jansen 2 points away from forcing a third and deciding game.
9-7.
Oh, this serve untimely, to say the least, for Lea Jansen.
And that's all the forehand wing. So the confidence of that, I mean, a serve is not a lot different than a forehand, obviously. Without question, one of the slowest matches as far as point-to-point that I have ever called.
Yeah, this is definitely more measured pace.
Point or side out, excuse me.
Wide, I thought I saw it wide as well.
Wide, called wide. Confirmed by the line judge.
9-7.
Big return for Salome Devidze.
Just roped it cross court, and Lea got there in time, just caught the tape on a down the line ball that would have given Devidze trouble. Who wants it?
7-9.
Wow, and can't shape that in. So narrow misses on both sidelines for Devidze.
Jansen with a shot at earning a game point here. Wide, and she will take a game point in game number 2.
Okay, 7. Point game, 11-7.
Lea Jansen will push to a 3rd game.
When the world sleeps, greatness rises. And while others dream of the next level, we chase it, challenging every limit, turning obstacles into stepping stones. Because the next level isn't just handed to you, it's earned. Go next level with 6-0 Pickleball.
Lea Jansen will be the first server here in game number 3.
Side out.
Nice job there of threading that needle by Devidze. And that time did not go back from where the shot before came from, so a nice change there. I realized that was a drop instead of a drive pass, but mixing up her spots is going to be necessary as well. That's one thing she definitely needs to look at.
And Jansen storms right back to the kitchen, carving out a backhand angle.
I mean, when she is playing on the top of her game, you wonder how could you ever get it past her, because that is a pretty good ball, but the return was so good to set up a great approach that was deep in the court. That's well done from Lea.
0-0.
Just remarkable string of expert shots from Devidze there, as she did pepper all sides of Lea Jansen there, who was holding on for dear life till she could not reach the last one.
Points are at a premium here in game number 3.
0-0.
Side out. Lea Jansen will hold off Salome from opening up the scoring in game 3.
And she knows if she makes Salome have to bend down, it doesn't have to be perfect. Get Salome on the reach, get her a little off balance. That's good from Lea there. Salome's just got to hit good returns to stay ahead when she is receiving.
Lea Jansen's on the board in game 3.
Outrageous stab volley there from Lea. My goodness.
That was a BB from Salome Devidze.
Now some positive yelling. And if she keeps making forehands and stab volleys, life will be good. And that big return just deep. And we are going to have a conversation about that one as Devidze just was checking in.
2-0. Side out.
So Devidze has done a nice job on these loopier forehands and taking the ball on the rise and taking time away from Lea. So it's gotten used to that here throughout this match. But this is a pitched battle here, man. We knew it would be from the get-go, with lots of tenseness and drama thrown in on top of it.
A miss from Devidze. Lea Jansen will take the serve back and a 2-point cushion early in game 3.
Yeah, first negative outward emotion from Devidze right there after that miss.
2-0. Side out.
And when your opponent is in a brief negative headspace, you cannot miss your serve. You might get something free. Oh, yeah, that could be 3 or 4.
Points.
Yes.
0-2.
Oh my, Jansen. What
Wow.
a point.
I mean, full stretch, covered the whole 20 by 44 there. I mean, look where she started. That is unbelievable court coverage from Lea.
That is what hunger for a title looks like.
2-0.
Her 22nd singles final. Wide for Devidze. 3-0 Lea Jansen.
And Devidze just has not been sharp at the kitchen line. She has not been there a lot, but there were 3 backhands in the last one. That is a pretty straightforward volley that either wins the rally or certainly puts her so far ahead the next one will.
Point.
Boy.
For Devidze.
And that's just a way deep cocktail from Devidze there, 4-0. Switch ends at 6, so if you can get to 6 up, 6-0 or 6-1, massive.
Side out.
Wasn't committed to that. Looks over at Mike Wolf like, Mike, how did you miss that? So those are the little moments. We'll remember that one. That's 5-0. That's a short return. Forehand down the line. Devidze is in huge trouble.
Side out.
Boy, and the volleys on not a full stretch either, just a partial. That's got to be made. So, and that's going to hurt. Devidze knows she needs to move forward when she hits those beautiful groundies to finish off rallies. Now she's sprayed volleys on forehand and backhand. So does that take away her will to come forward?
To the corner goes Jansen. It works. 5-0 game 3. On the side of Lea Jansen, even though she hit a winner, still looks like she's frustrated about something.
I think she's just
amping herself
that's
up.
amped intensity there. Just she knows that this approach to this game is working. She just got to execute it. Pretty safe volley on the first one there from Devidze, but stops Jansen from being up 6-0.
Zero 5.
Another wonderful first volley from Lea Jansen right there. So big opportunity here. Second try to switch up 6-0.
Point.
And that is exactly what she will do. Our head referee, Howard Hepworth.
Jansen cleans up for a 7-0 lead in game 3.
And it's the forehand. Just put that thing in the corner and she knows it. And then split step and wide open court. This game isn't hard.
Seven 0. Side out.
Finally a miss from Lea Jansen. Salome Devidze will accept the break.
Yeah, ran around the backhand there.
0-7.
So that looked like a confident move, but then she missed it.
Point.
Finally on the board.
One 7.
That's too good from Lea Jansen. Punch volley on the backhand side for the side out.
Devidze did go to the open court, which was there, just didn't make it.
So efficient with her movement.
Yes, and you saw she favored. She's like, it keeps coming back to me. I'm going to stay over here.
Wide and an inside-out forehand for Lea Jansen. Had to run around that one. Salome clearly targeting that deep baseline backhand shot of Jansen.
Yeah, and that paddle tech paddle got spanked for its bad behavior right there from Devidze, and 3 points away.
Side out.
Singles, you can see big runs, and Devidze's got to find at least a couple. You know, I'm not asking for 7 here, but a couple just to put some doubt into Jansen's mind, because now suddenly she is a confident player. She certainly wasn't in game 1.
Wow, that was a confident forehand punch too from Jansen. 3 points away from taking the title.
Yeah, you want to look at good, solid volley technique. Lea punches that out in front all the time.
8-1.
What a drop from Lea Jansen on her heels from the baseline.
My goodness gracious, she threw up a lob that lot to her, and what a run through Texas for her. A win down in Austin, excuse me, in Houston,
Yes.
and now a win potentially here, but she's got to get the last 2.
That one looked easy, and a championship point for Lea Jansen.
Match point.
Effortless touch. You can see the confidence on the paddle of Lea Jansen, taking her time at the service line.
Yeah, and after scuffling through game 1, huge credit to her to be able to find her best stuff here in game 3. I'll send a note. Not laughing at her miss, laughing that her best stuff was just said, and then...
Apologies from Dave.
Yes.
Drop volley, success. Oh, Jansen went for the Ernie poke.
Hey, if she hits it right back to you, and that's your only chance. Nice use of the short court by Devidze there.
2-10.
That court is wide for Salome Devidze. Championship point number 2 for Lea Jansen. The moment slipped away from her last year in Rockwall, Texas.
Yes.
She's looking to reverse that script here against Salome Devidze. You know that might be haunting her in the moment. Not that time. Lea Jansen secures her 4th career women's singles title. What a moment.
And what a rally, and congratulations to Lea Jansen, who struggled.
Dave, thanks so much. Yeah, Lea, you've been in 22 finals now, capturing your 4th career gold on the PPA Tour. How does this one feel?
When you say it like that, that's a pretty pathetic record, but I mean...
It's hard to get them.
It is hard to get them, and usually I'm facing off against the best. So Salome played great. She's had a great tournament, and I was just really happy to grind out this win today.
and you have the support of Mike Wolf on your bench now. How did that partnership formulate?
So Mike is my MLP coach, and I secretly really wanted to hire him to help me out with singles, and then here we are. So him and his wife, Ashley, I spent a week in Kansas City. They completely reformed my game, and I'm just really thankful that he's the one coach that has been able to deal with me. So you can't leave me now, Mike.
Those are promising words. And Lea, you're an inspiration for so many little girls out there, especially maybe managing the same health circumstances that you do as a very open type 1 diabetic. What do you want those girls to know who are just watching you right now compete for gold at the highest level, managing what you manage off the court?
I mean, you guys are strong, and always know that you're strong. And if anybody who's watching knows a diabetic, just ask how they're feeling that day, and it would really mean the world to them.
All right, Lea, well, you were certainly feeling good today, even if it wasn't the case. You played amazing against Salome Devidze. Thanks so much. And now our final Grand Slam title presentation here from Chris Carson, the VP of Marketing from Pickleball Central, on behalf of our title sponsor, CIBC.
Lea, congratulations. I'm so proud of you. This is a super exciting time. On behalf of CIBC, the PPA Tour, and Pickleball Central, I'm pleased to announce to give you this trophy, the CIBC Texas Open, powered by Tixr. Here we go. Congratulations.
Lea Jansen earned it, her second final of the season, the first gold on the year, and what a moment